So big welcome to all our customers, people who join webinars. Delighted to have you join us today. I have a lot to cover today, and I'm going to jump straight into the slides. As usual, there's a lot to cover. It's going to be a very important session for those who are trying to build a digital and marketing infrastructure for your business that will withstand any crisis. I don't think any of us have gone through the type of crisis we've just gone through, the recent pandemic, which we're still going through. Lots of businesses, from the affected businesses who had built a crisis-proof infrastructure, were able to pivot and withstand even the biggest crisis we have all seen. So let's get started. I'll be sharing some of those stories as well, but I'll be teaching you some steps and some principles that you can follow to really power your business, to achieve business goals. So let's get started. So in the next couple of minutes, maybe about the next half an hour, this is what I'm going to cover. Why a crisis-proof digital and marketing infrastructure is important. Why? What are the key elements? And then I'm going to teach you two principles and a step-by-step process of how to build one. Have a quick read. The great man Warren Buffett, they prepare themselves for crisis. The reason Berkshire Hathaway, the company Warren Buffett runs, is so successful. They prepare themselves massively and they await a crisis and then they jump on it. And have a read of this. It says it all. I know you would have read it by now. During times of economic crisis, during times of economic gloom, momentarily it rains gold. During these times, we rush outside carrying wash buckets, not tea. So what are they saying? We're ready to take a big bet, and we are not dabbling because we are ready. So they take big bets because they know this is the time all their competitors go scared. This is the time all the opportunity is, and this is the time we are going to pounce. And the other point we have to look at is if you're in the traditional economy, at what rate is your business accelerating? What is the potential, the maximum potential for your business to accelerate, as opposed to being in the digital economy? And this is a slide I shared at the beginning of 2020, but I want to share it again. At the beginning of 2020, they said the ABS in the Australian economy was going to grow at about 2.2%. The same year, global e-commerce was growing at 18%. And with the pandemic, when I shared these slides last year, I predicted that share is going to double. Now, the other important point here is between the 2% and 18% here, there's a 9 times difference. It's not double, it's 9 times. It's an 800% different. It's a much faster track. And that's the reason NetStripes have this vision of helping business owners to accelerate your businesses through digital and innovation. We've created systems for you to take advantage of it. But I also said this 800% will double. And I'm here to prove you this year that it has. Look at, this is 2021 data, as you can see. Food and personal care has grown by 41%. Unbelievable. 41% growth. Fashion and beauty at 27%. Electronics is 18%. And this is year-on-year growth. So you can see the numbers so that it's exponential. We are not at 2.2%, ladies and gentlemen. This is why digital acceleration has to be built into your business. Now, McKinsey makes a very good point. McKinsey, for those who don't know who McKinsey are, these guys are the foremost consulting organization when it comes to strategy. So the big governments of the world, the big countries, the big corporations, the big banks of the world consult McKinsey. And they say that reinvention requires significant commitment. So this is my point to you. So we have to commit ourselves. significantly. And they also go on to say that simply taking an existing business, your current business, your traditional business, and putting it on a website or an e-commerce site is not digital reinvention. So now, if you thought that I've got a website, I've invested in social media, I've done Google Ads, I've done all this and I'm not getting results, this could be the reason. Simply taking an existing product line and putting it on e-commerce is not digital reinvention. So reinvention is rethinking of the business in itself. Are you a producer? Or are we a business that enables customers, your customers, to get a result with our services, using our services wherever and whenever they need to? I would like you to address your mind to that. Now, what are the key elements of a crisis-proof digital and marketing infrastructure? I'm going to give you the 6 elements, and I'm going to keep it super simple. The number one thing business owners must do is that you got to fill the big knowledge gap most business owners tell us that they have. They say, this stuff is changing so fast and changing so much. It's hard for us to keep in touch. While the young people understand this, we don't get it as fast. But I'm here to tell you, not just the older folk, even the younger folk need to understand how digital operates. While the younger folk may be good at consuming digital, when it comes to running a business using digital, even they have issues. So to get that right knowledge, you don't have to do a degree, but you have to get it right. Now, I'll run through how you can do that. A tailored digital strategy focused on your business goals is fundamental. This is what McKinsey said. It does take commitment. It does take you to look at your business differently, because taking that existing business model and slamming it on a website is not reinvention. So that's what the place strategy takes. Next, online branding is fundamental to creating trust. So when people see your brand anywhere on the web, whether it's on social media, on your website, on your industry association platforms or on your community platforms in your local area, it must create instant trust and credibility. It must resonate with your ideal customer like that. People today, as you know, they have low attention spans and they are time poor, and they want to get it really quick. And if we are unable to deliver it and create trust at the same time, we have lost the plot. And this is the importance of online branding, and I'll show you some examples. A strategic website. This is not any website. This is, like McKinsey said, once your strategy is done, your online branding must embody your strategy, your brand essence. Why should somebody come to you when there are so many other options? How do you stand apart from your competition, and how do you stand taller? Do you really resonate to your ideal customer? Is your messaging creating resonation, but also trust and credibility through the visuals? And that's why we need to get this stuff right. And this strategic website is not any website. This becomes your digital and marketing platform that converts leads into sales and delivers you customers. So this strategic website has to be done, but as step 4, because if you miss the first three steps, you will not get this right outcome. Number 5, once you've nailed your website, you have a strategic website, now you can drive traffic. Do you have an intelligent promotional system that drives traffic to your business? What do I mean by intelligent? It must be efficient, it must have a certain degree of automation, it must be not consuming all the time of the business owner, because as a business owner, you have to run your business, but it also must deliver results, and it must be targeted and focused on those financial goals of your business. And now, step number 6, we got to look at the data. We got to analyze the data, and we got to review and improve. So what are the metrics that you measure your business and your digital promotion on? All your digital activity must be measured. And based on those measures, what are the improvements we are going going to do. And this is a cycle that you continue doing until you achieve your financial goals. So let me show all these steps in one diagram. You won't see step 6 here because step 6 is this data, looking at the data, and you review and improve until you achieve your financial goal. As you can see, everything is focused on this financial goal, all focused on your financial goal.